Welcome, everyone, to Lubbock, Texas, and Jones AT&T Stadium, home to the Texas Tech Red Raiders. And this crowd, as always, will be rowdy because they've been gearing up since early this morning. What a showdown we have in store. A couple of Big 12 teams squaring off in what could prove to be a huge game. As we'll see, the Cincinnati Bearcats taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth. The Bearcats will put total leather and will get started. He'll bring it back looking for help. And the returner goes down. So Texas Tech's return team didn't help matters out much there. And there he is, the man, David, that they build this entire attack around.
And it's so nice to have a guy that makes everything easy for the people around him. The quarterback plays better because the feature is clear who that is.
And we all hold afterburners coming. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
They'll give it to him again. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. And the Red Raiders want to crank the tempo. Leaves it with the running back. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. Up-tempo for the offense.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Looking downfield, it's Morton. Right on target this time.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
They'll run for it on third and short. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. The Red Raiders come to the line with a new set of downs. The run from the shotgun. Not much room to run. Let's give him one to the 33. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Quickly to the tight end. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
They've got some serious work to do to keep that last one from messing up this drive. 2nd and 19. They'll go to the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. 10th play of the drive coming up, but this time a chance for the defense to get off the field on 3rd and long. Lost one deep down the right side. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. Going the other way, and he's got room. A sweet return after the pick, and they'll have it at the 43.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
Offense set on first down. They'll leave it with him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Dropping back, it's Sorsby. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it, using the back as a receiver on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Quick strike complete. Finds a crease at the 20. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Trying to run, it's Pryor. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Caught close to the marker. It's Smith. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Bearcats!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. So they covered 42 yards on the drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Quickly complete. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Red Raiders are in the hurry-up.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground cover to pick up the first. They'll run the counter. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They've got it at the 41. 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Looking for a man. It's Morton. He's got it. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. The Red Raiders are rolling down the field.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting to his production.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Catch in the middle, it's Brooks. So now on comes the field goal unit. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Arkansas delivered the type of thrashing generally reserved for homecoming games in Fayetteville. The thing is, this was a road victory, and a win like this is going to resonate throughout the SEC. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Here's the handoff. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17. Now facing a 3rd and long. To throw, it's Sorsby. Pressure coming. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And that is an all-too-familiar sight. Listen, this team won last week, but they gave up 4 sacks. They got to protect this young man early in this game. Don't set the tone, and let's not go back to last week.
The Bearcats will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
And the Red Raiders in the hurry-up. On the ground, it's Brooks. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. The Red Raiders come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. He's got the tight end. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chain. Power football with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The lost yardage leaves him with 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Not a lot of daylight there. Let's give him 1 to the 14. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Couldn't find anybody open, just threw it away, and that's a smart move. You want to avoid the turnover, especially in the red zone. It'll be 4th down. It's good.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Wasn't quite able to shake loose as he steps out of bounds at the 22. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
Well, last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. And you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels. Got it in the middle. It's Royer. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Fires to the big fella. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. Back to pass. It's Sorsby. Gets it out quickly. Wrestled down at the 43 after getting 5. The Bearcats are marching down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his big tight end. And the defense coming with bad intentions. They knock him down for a loss. That's the end of the quarter, and Cincinnati is on top. We put 1 in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second.
He's looking to throw. Makes the grab. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Keeps it on the bootleg. Pocket starts to collapse. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. And the Bearcats send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. 2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. Gets it out fast. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. Offense getting set for 1st down. To the ground with the back. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. Got 3 on 1st down and 2nd and 7. On the run, it's Pryor. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the pressure was all over him in the blink of an eye.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
And the Bearcats will call on their punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Got his man downfield. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And, hey, this defense now in the 2nd level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. The give to the back. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The pull and throw off the RPO. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him, second guy finally did. The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Wide out in motion. Off play action. Looking to the big tight end. Snags it. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bearcats!
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Cincinnati, 14, Texas Tech, 6.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day.
Have a day, young fella. 2 interceptions already? That's 3, 4, 5, 6 games for some people. A hot start, catching the football. He's acting like he's playing wide receiver out there. I might think about trying a different DB.
The offense lining up for a first down play. The give to the tailback. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to throw at Sorsby. Tight end finds a soft spot. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. The Bearcats are stopped, but not before getting the first down. They'll run this play from the pistol. They're going to ride this running back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Holding. Offense.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Got his man quickly. And oh, did they know that one was coming. They'll knock him down in the backfield. And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Safe completion on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, that essentially ends up being a punt for the offense. Third down, you're taking a deep shot. And because you were able to make the tackle relatively quickly after the guy picked it off, it's essentially just flipping the field.
Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
And the Red Raiders come to the line in the hurry up. On third and long, try to convert through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Red Raiders will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Dropping back, it's Sorsby. Using the quick game. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down. New set of downs after that completion. The give to the back. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. And he's swallowed up in the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. And the Bearcats decide to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. Looking for a block. It's McCray. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Brooks. Can anyone catch it? And he's brought down after a huge completion.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
That last play changed everything on this possession. They've got it 1st and 10 inside the 30. Back to throw. It's Morton. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Wow, well, the offense a play ago comes up with a big completion down the field, and they decide to go right back to another passing play to see if they can add on to it, and they were not able to protect the quarterback. Big missed opportunity.
A big play for the defense with the first down sack. Now, advantage D as the offense comes up on 2nd down. Quickly out to the tight end. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. This is a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Coming after him. Great protection, and down the middle it goes. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Virginia Tech made it look easy today, but I promise you, there is nothing easy about a double-digit road victory. And a win like this only confirms there is something special brewing with these Hokies. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings, and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Unloads to the wideout. He's got him wide open. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. They gobbled up a ton of yardage to open this drive, and now in business near midfield at the 49. With the catch, it's Henderson.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Fires it incomplete. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. It is perfect.
That makes the score Cincinnati 17, Texas Tech 9.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. And as we wind down here in the first half, the offense will just take a knee and try to muster its forces for the second half attack as they trail going to the break. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Lubbock. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen in panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Jones AT&T Stadium.
Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback, Ben. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
To the air, it's Sorsby. Fires to the wideout. It's caught. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The Bearcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Give to the running back. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Give to the back. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. The Bearcats have this offense rolling. Red pass, it's complete. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. And now on second down for this offense. They go to the ground. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. The quick out. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. He'll have to generate power and some accuracy. A 50-yarder from the left hash. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He misses it. After the missed field goal, still an 8-point game, and guys, more importantly, still a one-possession game. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. That 50-yard field goal attempt was no good, and now they'll have to play defense. 1st and 10 from the 33. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. They'll give it to the back. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. And the Red Raiders want to pick up the tempo. Balls and fired complete. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. Quick tempo here for the offense.
And the defense brought the blitz on 3rd down, trying to see if they could rattle the quarterback. But how about the poise? He knew where his answer was. He didn't panic or freak out. He just went through his progressions, picked up the first, and we got a fresh set of downs.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Morton. They're bringing heat. He'll try to do it himself. And he's brought down after a nice gain. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Man, how tough is this guy to defend? He drops back, everything tells you pass, and then he scrambles and gets the first down. Just so hard to defend.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. This offense has a second down play. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Just a short pass to the tight end.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
The Red Raiders line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. Looking for a gap. It's Pryor. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Motion from the offense. Off the play fake. Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. They knew they could slip that tight end behind the backers with that play-action fake.
Well, it's because I can't win, Reese. I have to play the run. You know, all these RPOs, all these different things. It makes me come up and use my eyes and play run. And these tight ends are so valuable to find space behind. Knew where he was going with the football the whole time because the big fella, he's always open.
Dropping back, it's Sorsby. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. The Bearcats moving quickly to the line.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. They missed a field goal on that last drive, but here on 3rd down, they can't afford for this possession to come up empty. Grabbed over the middle, it's Johnson. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. They'll try the run. Puts him in the spin cycle. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down. And the Bearcats have it with a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. They're trying to get to him. And the misfire goes out of the back of the end zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking for room, it's Pryor. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Got it! Takes it to the house! Touchdown, Cincinnati! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in a terrific top 15 matchup. Alabama has the lead right now, but this Tide crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet here inside Bryant-Denny. They're up by 7 over Georgia. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. They'll throw it on first down. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Bearcats! The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's
the stiff arm, and now he's got room. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Right back to the well. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. They'll line up for a second down play. Leaves it with the back. Runs through a tackle. And he was able to pick up a few yards on the ground, and the clock has run out here in the third. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. He's looking to throw on third and short. Rifles it down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. The give and the run on fourth down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Line gets set, first down. Looking for a crease, it's Pryor. They'll pick up 4, second and 6 coming. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. Going to the running game. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. This feels like 4 down territory, third and short from the 40. Looking to throw, it's Sorsby. Trying to get to him. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
And the Bearcats will line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Douglas.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
And the Red Raiders will have it first and 10. Back to the air one more time. Catch in the middle, it's Brooks. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Looking to move it through the air. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Wants to throw. It's Morton. He's got it. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll use the running game on first and goal. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Red Raider.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Two-point conversion attempt is on the way. Slams ahead. Worked on the touchdown. Might as well do the same thing on the two-point conversion. He gets all 8 points on that trip. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's Smith. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. After giving up that last touchdown, they still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
And it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense punted last time. They got to find a few plays, Palmer, that they really love here. Steal some momentum back in this ball game.
They do, David, and after watching their defense just get gashed down the field that last drive, the dream drive for this offense would be to matriculate the ball down the field, eat up some clock, and finish it off with a touchdown.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Get it out on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. They're setting up the screen. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. The Bearcats will punt this one away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
The Red Raiders want to move quickly. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. Didn't get a chance to show off those running skills, but he gives them the ball at the 29-yard line. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but, man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
The throw to the outside is complete. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Running back searching for a hole. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Bearcats! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. It's McCray. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. He'll start this drive firing. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And when I got a stud quarterback like they do, I'm going to protect him. I'm going to make sure that I keep him upright because he can do some serious damage. But this defense applying pressure and applying the hammer in this football game.
And they're going to be in a world of hurt if they don't get this thing going forward here on second down from the 13. Looking downfield, it's Morton. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. On third down, he drops to throw. Finds his big tight end. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his. Going up top on first down. Quick strike complete. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. And the Red Raiders headed quickly to the line.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing.
He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. They want to just keep throwing it. Quick completion on the out route. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Second and short now after that completion. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. He finds his man. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Red Raiders come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw. Wide open downfield. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. And he won't be able to get it as the defense gets him down at the 1. Looking to throw, it's Morton. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Lining up to add another.
Is on for the extra point.
Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Clemson is putting on a show offensively. It feels like this one was over when they touched Howard's Rock. They're up by 18 over Stanford. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. The hand to the running back. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And he's got it from 57. What a beauty.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. The sure hands, it's Kelly.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. They'll throw it on first down. Fires to the wideout. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. Here they come on 2nd and 10 from the 47 after the incompletion. Misfired on the last play, they'll go back to the air. Here's a throw downfield late. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Back to throw, it's Morton. He's going up top here late in the game. And they almost had another one. Rare is the occasion when you're happy to see 4th down, but it's better than throwing another pick. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He wants a big play here late. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on 4th down. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. It has been said that the obstacle is the way, and this obstacle is now back-to-back losses.
Back-to-back L's. It's not the end of the world, though. I still think there's time for this team to figure out what they're going to do, how they're going to finish the season strong. It's not over yet. 2 bad weeks. Flush it down the toilet. Refocus the mechanism. We're ready to rock and roll next week.
It just needs to be about finding a way to win a game right now. In all likelihood, 99.9% chance the college football playoff now is not a possibility anymore. That's okay. Let's worry about winning a game. Let's go back. Let's watch the film. Let's get back to being who we are so we can get this ship right.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.